Hey everyone, welcome to our restorative wall yoga practice. So in the next 30 minutes, we are going to be utilizing the wall to create a little more support in our postures, allowing us to ultimately really relax the muscles and get a little bit deeper of an opening. So this is going to be pretty slow paced, very relaxed, a little more cozy. So just finding the perfect setup for you. I'm practicing on carpet here today, so I have replaced my yoga mat just with a blanket because it feels really nice and comfy. And then you just want a wall space that's about the length of a yoga mat if you did have one spread out, and that is all you will need. We are going to get started exactly as I'm sitting here right now. So in your easy cross-legged position, bring the right shin in front of the left, place the hands to the tops of your knees, and then right away, let's find that support of the wall. So just lean back, feel the back of your skull into the wall, your shoulders, back of the ribs, lower back. Simply close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And open the mouth, let it go. Another one just like that. Breathe in. Open the mouth, let it go. Through the nose, we inhale. And this time, keep it through the nose, just exhale. Just flutter your eyes open. Reach your arms overhead. As you do, palms will face forward, so the backs of the hands are gently pressing into the wall. We're just going to start to slide our elbows out into a goalpost position, so think 90-degree angle. You want your elbows, your forearms, again, the backs of the hands pressing against and to lift and open through the chest. Slide the shoulders a little more down the back. Take a full breath in. Now continue on. Pull the elbows as close to your rib cage as you possibly can on the exhale, and then simply release your fingertips down to the mat. Just tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder. Find a nice opening through the left side of your neck. Take a slow inhale, slow exhale. Just lift your head back towards center, and then pull your hands into heart, pressing the palms together. Take a full breath in, grow a little bit taller through the spine, and your breath out. We're just gonna kick both legs out long in front here. Then as you do, place your palms to the tops of your thighs. Just wiggle the legs from side to side, releasing any tension through those knees. We'll come into our second side, so easy cross-legged position. This time, left shin will be crossed in front of the right. Readjusting here, making sure the hips are still really pressing against the wall. Bringing the palms to the tops of your knees, and then just closing your eyes. Feeling that connection, breathe in, the back body presses against the wall. And then open the mouth, let it go. Again, inhale. Heavy sigh, exhale. One more time, through the nose, breathing in. Through the nose, breathing out. Just open your eyes. Reach both arms overhead. Backs of your hands once again press in. And then goalpost shape, bringing the elbows down, pausing as you hit 90 degrees, pressing against the wall, feeling the collarbones broaden a little bit more here. Take another breath in. Continue that descent, elbows hug all the way into the ribs with the exhale, eventually releasing the fingertips to the mat, and then left ear, left shoulder this time. Breathing into the right side of the neck, just finding space. Take a full breath in, and your breath out. Just return your head to center, pull the hands into heart, hold it here, breath in, sit up super tall, and your breath out. Go ahead and extend both of your legs long. Again, placing the palms to the tops of the thighs in that gentle shape just to release. And now we're going to come into a child's pose. And this child's pose is going to be a little more focused on opening up through the chest, the shoulders. So you're going to turn and face the wall. Now you want your knees to be about a couple of feet away. You'll bring your big toes together behind and then reach your arms straight out in front of you, palms pressed against the wall. From here, melt your hips back and let your chest drop down. From here, you might kind of slide the hands a little more down the wall. You'll find that kind of sweet spot to breathe into. So you feel this arching of the spine as your hips fall back, the chest really close to the mat, opening up through those shoulders. Let your head fall heavy. And it may feel good here just to kind of rock from side to side. Find this stretch a little bit deeper into the shoulders, the side body. Let's just take a full breath in, a breath out. Pause into center, another round. Inhale. Releasing a little bit deeper to exhale. One more round, full breath in. With this exhale, just let your hands slide down the wall, softening through the elbows, releasing the breath, then eventually the body all the way to the ground. As you land, just take one round of breath. Inhale, fill up, and exhale to release. Perfect. Let's start to come out of this position. We're just going to come into a low lunge. So this is a little bit funky to get into. If you need to do a regular low lunge, you might notice this feels a little weird on your kneecap. You certainly can, but try this out. So you're going to come flush to the wall with your left side. You're just going to reach your hands down, tenting onto the fingertips so you find a little support. Now you're going to swivel the left shin so it's up against the wall, and then from there step into your low lunge. You'll just kind of crawl your hands around, pivoting on that left knee. Again, shin, top of your foot is pressing into the wall. You're sending the hips forward to the right heel. And if you feel any discomfort through that kneecap, of course, you can just take this regular variation, come right on out of it. If you're feeling pretty good here though, see if you can find a little more space, crawling the hands to the top of that right thigh. So really working into the left quadricep, all the way into the hip flexors. See if you can press the hips a little more forward. Just making sure you're breathing here, letting the shoulders fall down the back. Really tall through the spine. Let's take a strong breath in. Melt the hips a little more forward with your exhale. And then again, breathing in and breathing out. One more round, full breath in. And your breath out. Let's slowly move out of this. So walk the hands back down to the earth. Just traveling along like I like to press into my fingertips here. Pull that right shin back. Swivel the left shin away. And then we'll just come back flush towards the wall here. So hip against, reach your right arm up. And then start to pull your body away from the wall, just leaning into this side body stretch. So fingertips stay connected, hips are pulling away. Take a deep breath in. And your breath out. Coming right on back up, and let's just switch into the second side. So just turning on around. So now your right side will be flush to the wall here. And then we'll just kind of reach the hands down, tenting onto the fingertips, swivel that right shin so it's up against the wall. Step your left foot forward and then adjust. So crawl your hands to center, really pressing into that right shin and the top of the foot. Again, if the low lunge works better for you without the wall, you can certainly take that. We just want to open into this hip flexor. If you're ready for more, crawling the hands on up the leg, pressing the palms in, then starting to send the hips a little bit more forward. Staying really steady into that left foot, shoulders down the back, no tension. We'll just take a deep breath in and your breath out. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, big breath in and breath out. Slowly working your way out of it, so just bringing the hands back down towards the mat. Pressing into the fingertips, pull your left shin back, swivel that right shin away. Coming back to that side position here. And then starting to reach the left arm up and overhead, tap the fingertips along the wall, and then lean your hips away, finding that nice side body stretch, opening up. Take one more inhale. And your exhale, slowly coming back up to center. And then from here, we're just going to have a seat onto our mat. Now we're gonna roll onto our back. So we're gonna come into legs up the wall. We're gonna spend a good bit of time here. So think about pressing your hips as close as you can. And then from there, just taking your legs all the way up, reaching through those toes. You can kind of adjust here. You might press the hands overhead, just to scooch the hips a little more forward. Then just land, let your arms rest down by your body, palms out, open to the sky. So this shape here is an amazing place to land, to spend a good deal of time reversing the blood flow. And just breathing into it. Let's take a really full breath in. And your breath out. We're going to turn this into a single leg up the wall. So you're slowly going to let that right leg drop open. And just take your time here. You'll slowly feel that left hip kind of pulling away from the ground. That's totally fine. As your right foot rests down, just land here. Feeling that opening into the inner thighs. Simply focus on your breath. So as we hold these postures a little bit longer here, you give yourself permission to land, simply to breathe, to rest. Let's just take one more breath in. Your breath out. Slowly pulling that right leg back up to center. Take your time. And as the heel lands, let's just take one round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. We'll swap this directly into the second side, so letting your left leg now drop open. Finding that release, right hip kind of rolls away from the ground, totally fine. Really choosing to breathe into that left inner thigh. Let's take one more round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly pulling the left leg back up to center. Finding your pause here once again for an inhale. And you exhale. From here, we're going to come into a 90-degree angle through the backs of the knees. So you'll need to kind of scooch your hips away from the wall, create just a little bit of distance here. And then start to bend the knees. Feet will be flat to the mat. You'll create that 90-degree angle. Turn your palms down to the mat. Just gently press into the earth. Keep your left foot exactly where it is. Kick your right foot straight up to the ceiling. We're going to come into this supported figure four shape. Right ankle crosses over the left knee.
Now you might have to kind of pick up your hips for a moment to get it there, but then working to release the hips back down to the ground, flexing that right foot a lot. So when we're in our recline pigeon on our mats, we typically are using some upper body strength to kind of pull the legs in. We're still connected through the core in order to hold the thighs into the air. Here we really have the opportunity just to release. So with that left foot naturally pressing against the wall, this is what's leading us deeper into the shape. Loosening up here, relieving any tension through that right glute. See if you can notice the longer you stay, the more your body's starting to melt. Let's take one more inhale. Your exhale. We're just going to continue on here. We're going to take an eagle wrap position through the lower half. So crossing the right leg all the way over top of the left. Now, if you cannot hook the toes, totally fine. You can just leave the legs as they are, but if you can, slipping those right toes behind the left calf. And you're just squeezing in here. So right after that opening through the right thigh, we now find a bit of internal rotation. Let's take a full breath in. And your breath out. And again, inhale. And exhale. Now hold this shape. Just reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Turn the palm towards the left side. Then from here, we're going to unravel our legs. Now, as we do, coming into a half happy baby pose, you're going to catch for the blade edge of your right foot with the hand. And as you do, just draw the knee down by the rib cage. Notice if that left knee is starting to flare open, keep it stacked here. Just drawing that right thigh down a little bit more, pressing into your lower back. Take a full breath in and a breath out. We'll gently release the foot, just bringing it back towards the wall. Both feet go flat, hold here to neutralize. Just take a breath in, feel your belly expand. Then with your exhale, simply suctioning the navel to the spine, finding that little bit of contraction here. We'll swap this out second side, so kicking your left foot straight up to the ceiling. And then taking that figure four shape, crossing the ankle over again. You might kind of pick up the hips in order to do so, but then really focusing on letting them melt towards the mat. Keeping that left foot very flexed here. Breathing into the lower back, the glute. Releasing any tension through that left hip. And just breathe. Let's take one more round of breath. You inhale and exhale. So we'll just continue this on, finding that eagle wrap through the legs, crossing if you can, tucking the left foot behind the right calf. Feeling this opposition here, melting through the hips, squeezing everything into the center line. Let's take one more round of breath. You inhale and exhale. Now just reach your left arm straight up to the ceiling, palm now faces towards the right. And as you unravel the legs, coming into a half happy baby pose, catching your flexed left foot into the hand, pulling the knee down by the rib cage. And again, just notice your right leg, if it's kind of falling outwards, knee stacking over the heel. Just finding a bit more space here into that left hamstring. Take a giant breath in. And your breath out. Now go ahead and release your left foot, placing it back to the wall, pressing your hands into the mat. Hold here for that neutralizing round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to make our way back closer towards the wall, so kicking your feet straight up. Using your hands here just to assist, like an inchworm, scooching your body closer. And then as you land, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, so you'll bend your knees outward, soles of your feet come together. And I like to take my hands, just gently press them against the knees for a moment, maybe kind of rock them from side to side to release a little bit more. And then landing into center, reach your arms out into a T shape. And then we're just going to take our arms, thread the right arm beneath of your left, reach all the way around for your opposite shoulder blade. See if you can kind of crawl your fingertips around even a touch more. Feel that space in between the shoulder blades connect into the mat. You're just opening up through that upper back. We take a really full breath in. And the breath out. Couple more just like this, giving yourself this giant hug, feeling space through that upper back, the area we often carry a lot of tension. We'll slowly release out of this, reaching the arms back out wide just for a moment, and then taking it opposite way, threading your left arm beneath of the right, crawling those fingertips all the way around. Taking a big breath in and a breath out. A couple more, just breathe. Let's go ahead and take the arms all the way out wide. And then from here, just bring your hands back to the knees. Once again, see if you can allow the knees to open a little bit more. Really just pressing against. We'll take one more breath in. And with your breath out, grab for the outside of your knees, pull them all the way together. We're taking supported shoulder stand, so your hips are very close to the wall. Walk your feet up just a touch. And then from here, with your feet hip-width distance apart, hands down to the mat, just lift your hips up. Now this just might be a couple of inches. If you're ready to come deeper into this, you can lift your hips as high as you can. So thinking of finding that stack of the body. Maybe walking your hands to the lower back, squeezing the elbows in. Just really pressing the hips as far over your shoulders as you can, finding that nice deep opening. Take a big breath in, and then slowly lower your entire body back down to the mat with your exhale. And let's just extend both legs up the wall. We're going to come into a straddle split. So you're going to let your legs open all the way wide, just letting the heels slide outwards. You can bring your hands to the inner thighs just for a moment, maybe kind of adjusting here. I like to kind of press into my thighs. Helps to create a little more space. It feels really, really nice. When you're ready just to relax into this, simply toss your arms up and overhead. So you're opening through the chest, that rib cage can be flaring open. This is going to be our final hip opener, so just holding here, working to relax with every round of breath. So we have this support of the wall against our legs. We also have gravity kind of drawing us deeper into this shape. So we just feel our legs falling a little bit closer towards the ground with every exhalation. The ability to really release into the inner thighs. The longer we hold, the more space we find, the deeper the breath. Notice the quality of your breath. Let's stay really active with it here now. Stronger inhales, stronger exhales. Let's take 3 final rounds of breath all together. So let's inhale for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it in here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, just like that. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final round. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, let's bring our hands back to the thighs. Give them one last just kind of gentle press. And then from here, we want to scoop the legs all the way back together. So you can use your hands to assist. And as the legs reach all the way up, we're just going to immediately bend them gently into the chest. Reach the arms out to the side. And a really easy spinal twist to the right. Just let your knees fall, maybe feeling your feet press gently against the wall. Allow this to twist you a little bit deeper. Maybe turning your head over the left shoulder. Taking one giant breath in. Your breath out. Just one knee at a time, coming back to center. Keep those knees bent. We're taking this directly to the left. Allow both knees to now fall over towards the left. Again, you can gently press the feet against the wall to assist, turning your head over the right shoulder. A really deep breath in. And your breath out. One knee at a time, coming back into center. And then from here, legs up the wall, extending both legs up. Let your feet be really floppy and relaxed. Let's just reach our arms up for a moment here. Palms face the shins. Simply break at the wrist. Let your fingers flop. Then take a giant breath in. Open your mouth and let it go. Simply allow your arms to release up and overhead. Softening through the elbows, creating space through the shoulders. And our final posture, this will be our rest here today. Landing here with our legs up the wall, feeling this reverse of energy, this spark of creativity, reaping every last benefit of our powerful inversions. You can stay as long as you would like here. The longer the better. Really allowing yourself to put your feet up, to relax, to release from anything that's been heavy on you. And just surrender into this moment. Thank you so much for practicing with me today.